Hello, all. This is October, let's see, 8th. I think it's the 8th. Last 2 days, we've had rain. Uh, Yesterday was the worst. They said with this system we were expect to see up to 2 inches. They didn't say up to 2 inches the first fucking hour. Needless to say, all back there was flooded everywhere. And of course, I had to drive in it because I had to take my friend Bobby to a doctor's appointment to see a surgeon about getting her hernia fixed. But I just spent the last 2 hours getting what was left, cleaned. I took about 30 tomatoes off of here. Not many left. So, yeah, everything was wet. You can just see how moist it is. The ground's moist. Back there was all flooded. It was underwater. Seeds were floating. The moonflowers were loving it. Look at all those blooms that are going to be opening up. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. They'll be opening up tonight. Well, actually, a lot of those will be opening up tomorrow. That one's tonight. That one's tonight. There's a bunch more over here. Yeah, the moonflower's loving the moisture and the cooler temps. Now, it's weird because it says, don't even plant outside until at least it's 70 plus degrees and above 60 at night. And that one's full. That one just bloomed last night. I came out this morning. That one's going to go tomorrow. And there was just so many bees on them this morning. These are just full. Only tomato plants that are doing good still back here are the ones that are from the broken storm a couple months ago. I took about 4 off of this one. So, Black-Eyed Susan's liking it. Some of these sunflowers already bloomed. They didn't get very big, and the birds ate the hell out of the seeds. But then there's seeds that are getting big over here. And little finches were on the millet earlier. They didn't like me coming back here. So, yeah, I had to clean all these out because they were just so freaking just soaking, saturated, and the corn expanded and fermenting. I think the squirrels and other critters were liking the fermented corn because I think they were getting drunk. So the birds not so much. The squirrels, chipmunks. I had the skunk and the groundhog inside the fence, outside fence yesterday. So and this one had 3 big ones that I took already. So, but yeah, the tomatoes are pretty much done this week. So peppers are doing awesome. After the rain stopped yesterday, I gave neighbors probably 10 pounds of peppers. So I clipped, and then Mark came out and got a bunch from Mike today. So, but the peppers are doing awesome. Surprisingly, they're loving this weather right now. And they're just putting out. Sunflowers are growing. The squashes, I picked a bunch of the squashes, and I'll show you them on Halloween. A bunch of these tomatoes, I picked like 15 that were over on this side, and they were gigantic. I'll show you in a minute. So, but that's full. Hummingbirds, I think they're done because I haven't heard them yell at me at all today. It's just been the wasps and hornets feeding on it, but I've still got juice, so I'll fill those up tonight. And then if I don't hear any more squawking, I'll keep them filled up at least until the first frost. So, but yeah, all these peppers are doing good. Bees are just loving this because all the flowers. So, but yeah, peppers are loving the weather. I thought they liked hot weather, but they're loving this fall weather right now because they keep putting out. Oh, there's a hummingbird right there. Okay. All right, buddy. I guess I will fill your stuff up. But they were out here. They love this pineapple sage flowers. So I've got so much of the sage in the house. So it's all, everything's just getting to go to bloom. But that's how everything looks here. Go out. I gotta make sure I close the gate because when I was fiddling out here about an hour ago, Jake came up. He pushed it open, came up to me, and I was like, "Oh, what are you doing out here, buddy?" So I put him in there, and so he was digging in there. All this was flooded. It's so saturated. There's still some standing water, but we had some winds. I've got a bunch of limbs down that I haven't got fixed yet. I've been fixing the other ones. So, but yeah, yeah. And I walk through here and I just sink, and I was soaking wet yesterday because I was picking peppers for the neighbors. So, but this plant here, I took about 50 off it yesterday. I will show you in a second. So, and they were good size. But the kohlrabi's loving it. Oh, this tomato, I thought I stood you up already. I took 2 off of you yesterday. But the ground is so freaking saturated. So the poles are falling over and everything. But all those sunflowers are loving it. They're getting tall, 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 tall. Yeah. Oh, and I got the first squash on the sunflower. As you can see. The birds have picked that one almost completely, but these two haven't really been at it yet. The flowering petals stuff just started coming off. They started picking this one, so. But that's how that has been going. Tomorrow I got to work on fixing these peppers, standing them up. But the groundhog and skunk were coming in right through here because that's where I had it left for the drain. And they were just going in and out. And Mark says it don't matter anymore now at this time of night. But you can see how the wind blew. So I've got to fix these. They're so heavy with fruit. And they're falling over because the ground is so saturated. I mean, Mark thinks we got it close to 9, maybe 10 inches of rain. So everything's happy. And this was flooded right through here yesterday because it kind of gullies, but it finally soaked in. But in the last 2 days, this is how many tomatoes I have gotten. There's a lot more, but the bugs have got to them. Look, a big old sucker. Well, video stopped. So I will have to have Mark piece it together. But these are crow's nests I made from stuff from Dollar Tree, and the skeletons I've collected over the years. But we've got righty toms there, and then lefty toms because the Tom brothers can't stay out of trouble. And so then got some tombstones. Let's see, but this year's theme is graveyard farms. Some lights are on, but I leave them on. Oh, dude, you fell down. Oh, get back up there. Shoot, sorry. You're supposed to be lighting up. There's graveyard farms. So, Steph, I'm sure you'll recognize that tiller. Mark won't let me get the 12-foot skeletons, but I do have a couple 7-footers. But it is harvesting time at graveyard farms. I'll do a video with all the lights. It looks, as we call the kids, it's Seedurific in honor of my gaming kids. This guy, as soon as I finished dressing him and put his hat on, I was like, oh my God, he looks like Kenny, our guy that we bought the place from, Kenny Edwards. I'll have to take a picture of him. So, I. But this guy's supposed to move. He's supposed to be censored. Oh, there he goes. But everybody has, all the skeletons have lights on. And my werewolf, he broke, so I got him stapled, or I should say Bob. My playground. My teeter-totter's new this year. Some of my oldest skeletons. Oh no, little girl fell down. I told you the wind was bad. I'm gonna have to stand her up. I didn't realize she fell down, went boom. She has a stick too on her, so Steph, you should recognize those spider webs in that song you gave me. And then, we saw the farming going on. Well, here's our farm stand. Now, like right there were the spiders, and then over on the yellow cart, there's pumpkins that have digital faces that light up. That I don't put them out when there's a chance of moisture. Because, Steph, you should recognize that cart too. You gave it to me. But that pumpkin sits right back there and then right underneath there. And it drives Mark crazy because it plays music and sound. And then I have another one over on the other side of the yard. But that's that side. Let's go see the others. If you notice, those who always see my stuff, I'm missing a bunch of the 30 tombstones. The tiny ones, the styrofoam. I didn't feel like putting them out this year. All the stuff broke off of them, and I have to hot glue them to bricks, and I just didn't feel like it. Yes, Matt, I still have the wheelchair. Matthew took the wheelchair from Ivy Tech after somebody had for a photo shoot, and they was throwing it out, and Matt brought it home because he wanted to use it for a photo shoot. And so for the last 6 years, I've had it, and it's Halloween. My bench, this is the last year of the bench. The kids and Mark gave me this bench the first year we moved in here 20 plus years ago for Mother's Day, but for the last 10 years, it's been Halloween decorations. Yes, that's me and Mark. And new last year was my camping skeletons. And of course, when you're out in the woods, you got to be careful because you never know what's going to show up and attack you. My aliens. And then this year, instead, I put the T-Rexes. Usually they're fighting over pumpkins, but this year I made them alien pets. And my other LED music pumpkin gets over here. You'll see it when I do the video at night. I'll do that next week because I may put up some more stuff. I'm not sure. So, because I have 4 totes still I haven't put up yet. Of course, Mark has to camera because in case stuff gets stolen. But everything is zip tied, staked and zip tied. My ghosts are as old as what? My ghosts are what? 15 years old. So, but see, this whole display come November 1st will stay besides the pumpkins, well, the jack-o'-lanterns and the ghosts, because everything else is fall and it stays. Not much up by the porch, but Mark hates these. He makes me turn them off when he's home. We got Oogie Boogie. Jack, Sally, and Zero, because when the wind moves, they light up. Both of them. Oh, hi, Mama Kitty. Hi, Mama Kitty. I didn't mean, I was worried about you. I didn't see you earlier. Go eat. I'm sorry. Go eat, Mama Kitty. I know she still knows her titties are full. Go eat, Mama Kitty. I thought she was one of my neighbors, but I found her in the shed the other day, and she had a kitten with her, and then I was like, oh no, you can't be in here, sweetie, because Jake would kill you and the kitty. And before I tried to touch the kitten, she picked it up and moved it, and then she went back over here to this neighbor. So I'm thinking this neighbor was feeding this cat, but it looked like she was trying to move her litter over here. But when she realized Jake was going to kill her, and then me going in the shed, she moved the baby again. So I forgot to tell Mark that. Oh well. But that's how the display looks. So like I said, everything's dying. Everything's what the peppers are just going nuts. So Heidi, get Adam and get over here and come get as many peppers you want. Anybody local, you want peppers, come get. All right. I'll have to have Mark piece this together to see how bad we cut off. So I will see you next week, and next week I will have all the lights out of my Halloween display. See ya. Bye.